Good morning, guys. Today is a very exciting day. I'm going to take you guys along to the lavender fields. I've never been to a lavender field before and I have pretty much no kind of idea of what it's going to be like. I have seen there's been ones where you can get like fields and fields, but I don't know if this is what it's going to be like today. So we're going to see. This is the fit. What do we think? I wanted to go with more brown neutral tones to try and make the purples pop, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I'm so excited. It is 2 hours away, so it's a bit of a drive, so we're starting early so we can get there as soon as it opens, and then we're going to check out the cafe that's there as well. So I'm really excited. It is a little bit overcast here, but it's supposed to be really beautiful over. It's not in Cowbar. I'm trying to think exactly where it is again. Anyways, when I think of it, I'll let you know. But I am really excited. So we're going to go get this road trip started. I'm going to make myself a coffee so that I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to get going. Today's going to be a very relaxed day because it's going to take most of the chunk to get to the lavender fields, and then I might just go to the gym, have a chilled afternoon. So I'm just going to take you guys along with me on my day off because I don't get many days off of recent because I'm juggling 2 jobs. So when I do get one, it is just like I'm going to go all for it and we're going to do an activity. We're going to make the most of it. So yeah, I'm excited to take you guys along. Let's go make a coffee and then let's get going. So I'm actually trying out this Nutty Bruce almond milk because I am trying to wean myself off almond milk because it's usually high in seed oils, whereas dairy milk isn't. They use seed oils for like a binder and I don't want to be ingesting seed oils. So my alternative at the moment, it is expensive, but it is a healthy alternative to my barista almond milk, and that is the Nutty Bruce unsweetened activated almond milk. And if you're like me and you don't really like the taste of dairy in your coffee, then this will be a great alternative. If you're conscious on ingesting seed oils or minimizing your seed oils, this is a good one because literally all that's in it is filtered water, activated organic almonds, almond water, and brown rice. Sorry, organic brown rice and sea salt. That's it. There's no binders, there's no gums, there's no seed oils. That's what I want. So that's what I'll be having in my coffee today. I don't know how well it goes if you wanted like steamed milk. I just use it for my iced lattes at the moment until I can, like, I guess, develop the taste for dairy. We'll see. Oh. She's perfect. She's perfect. Alright, let's get going. So I'm back. Oh guys, that was so perfect. That was such a beautiful place. It actually isn't just like a lavender field, which is what I thought that it was. It was just like dedicated lavender fields. It's actually like a wedding venue that has lavender fields and also a vineyard. So it had like vineyards that weren't quite green because it's off season, but then it's on season for the lavender fields. So it was just beautiful walking through, seeing all the bees, and it smelt incredible. There's also a couple of different types of lavender. There was like this deeper purple kind of color, like kind of indigo-y purple, and then there was this lighter color. So yeah, super beautiful, gorgeous. Had the best time. We did plan on going to the cafe there, like I said to you guys this morning, but it didn't kind of work out like that because when we were lining up, we didn't realize you had to have a table before you actually lined up and ordered. And we spent half an hour in the line to then get to the counter to then be told that we had to find a table first. And all the tables were full. It didn't have a lot of table settings because I think it was like a smaller venue. They don't usually seem to cater for that many people. Well, what it seemed anyway. So yeah, we just decided to cut our losses. So we just drove home and stopped by a cafe. I wanted to try the lavender scones, or there was also this like lavender and citrus tart, but alas, that was not meant to be. So instead we stopped by Pasture & Co. and I picked up my cheesecake. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a cheesecake. So yeah, I'm in my 7th heaven. Can't wait to dig into that. I'm starving. I've eaten nothing all day besides my coffee. And that's it. So I'm going to go and have my cheesecake, chill out a bit. I have to do a few errands. I need to get a lamp for my light. Sorry, I need to get a light bulb for my lamp, and I'm wanting to do a little bit of washing. It's kind of like a reset day. I feel like my days off are also, because they're few and far between, I want to just get some bits and bobs done. I'm also going to meal prep for dinner tonight. So yeah, let's get to that. I want to hit the gym now because it is the afternoon. I told you it takes 2 hours to get there and then 2 hours to get back. So that was like most of my day has just been driving. So I'm going to chill out for a bit and aim to get to the gym and do all that other stuff, all the reset stuff. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to eat my cheesecake, chill out a little bit. I'll pop back on in a little while. Okay guys, I'm gonna go take myself to the gym. I'm trying to build up a consistent routine again. You've probably seen in all my vlogs. Consistency has been my biggest struggle of late. Particularly because now my gym is like 20 to 25 minutes drive away, which ends up being like a 40 to 50 minute drive return. And then also just with my work schedule, because it is so busy and the time frames are just not ideal, I've been putting gym on the back burner, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to make it my priority. I want to be hitting the gym at least 3 times a week. So even though it's my rest day, I'm going to make it a gym day, because pretty much all my work days lately have been rest days. And I just want to get back into a rhythm. So I'm doing the thing I don't want to do. I'm going to go to the gym and just basically try and keep the habit, or start the habit again. So the habit's more important than the effort. Even though my brain, I'm like, oh, I just want to sit and read and eat my cheesecake. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get myself prepped. I'm going to listen to a podcast or maybe some music on my way to the gym and just go pump out a strong lower body session. No expectations, just keeping the habit or trying to start the habit up again. I feel like if I go in with the mindset that I have to like absolutely, I guess, push myself to the nth degree, and I just know it's gonna hurt, I know it's gonna take forever because it's usually a long session when I'm putting weight after weight after weight plate on, I just know in my brain that deters me. So going in with a mindset that I'm just going to do the exercises, I'm not having an expectation on what the weight has to look like or has to be, and I'll go from there. So there, that's what I'm going to do. I have my 2 pre-workouts at the moment, which is the Topeka Boost and then the creatine. I'm just going to mix them together and make my like pre-workout stack before I hit the gym. I've talked about this many a time. I'm not a pre-workout girly. Don't believe in it, don't think it's great for you. I used to be quite heavily into the pre-workout, and then I found out that it can damage your kidneys, and it's such high caffeine, like it's such a high caffeine intake when you take pre-workout. It's not that great. In my opinion, it's not that great for you, and why would I want to deter or put something into my body that I know is going to be like a hindrance to it, or that it could potentially hurt it? In saying that, I do love coffee, and I made a coffee this morning before I headed out, you guys saw. But I'm trying to limit myself to 1 coffee a day, and that's it. Try not to have any more than that, and I'm pretty good at it because I don't feel well if I have more than that. So that's kind of my mindset around that is, yes, coffee's not great, and I do eventually want to wean myself off of coffee and just have like a matcha or green tea. We're not at that stage yet. We're not at that stage yet. So I just don't have caffeine. Sorry, I just don't have
a pre-workout. And that's just my opinion, my belief that I don't want to put chemicals into my body, so that's what I do. I don't have it. Each to their own. If you want to do that, you go ahead and you do that. I'm not judging here. It's just what I do, what I believe in. And I've had people ask me about it, so that's why I'm kind of addressing it. So yeah. Anywho, gonna make my pre-workout stack and then we're gonna hit the gym. I will make sure to film this workout for you guys so you can watch it. I will post it up either this week or next week, so stay tuned. So I'm back. I just did a great lower body session, so I'll make sure to have that up for you guys within the next week or so, like I said. But I just kind of hopped on here to actually talk about the podcast I've been listening to. It has been so interesting. It's from the Diary of a CEO. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of him or heard his podcast, and it's the one on vitamin D. So it's basically the vitamin D expert one, and it is just so interesting about sunlight, about the importance of the different rays, ultraviolet rays and infrared rays and things like that, and how it impacts on your health, how it benefits your health. It's just fascinating. So I definitely recommend giving that a listen, particularly if you're really into health and wellness like I am. I could just soak up this information all day, every day. I just find it so fascinating. And it ties into the book that I'm kind of reading at the moment, because he was talking about supplementation and all the supplements that he would take. This is a pediatrician in the book I'm reading. He said that he would take vitamin D and vitamin K as his supplements because we can't actually make vitamin D from our foods. But in this podcast, he's actually saying how important it is to get out into sunlight and how it can impact your immunity in a positive way, how it can reduce your risks of getting sick, of getting very severely sick, and it talks about like the COVID pandemic and how people that were outside exposed to sunlight and these infrared rays, ultraviolet rays and things like that, how it helped them lower their mortality rate or lower their risk of mortality, I should say. So yeah, super interesting. Definitely recommend. Just wanted to pop on and say that. So I've just popped on here because I've been reading my book and I thought I'd talk a bit about it. Interestingly, I've been bringing this book to work lately because I have a bit of time to read in my breaks, and I prefer to be reading as opposed to like doom scrolling on my phone for my mental state. And I've noticed as I've picked up my book and read it, a lot of my colleagues have seen me read it, and then as soon as they see the title they say, "Oh, you're anti-vax." And I say, interestingly, no, I'm not anti-vax. I'm actually pro-health, and I'm just curious to learn more about the vaccines. More so because my awareness around vaccinations has cropped up since COVID, as I'm sure many other people have, and I just want to be more informed. Moving forward, like when I want to start having kids and looking to vaccinate them, I want to be well researched and knowledgeable around like vaccinations so I can make an educated choice and know what I'm putting into their bodies as well as my own. So I just found it interesting that every time someone saw the title, it was exactly the same response. If you're in a similar situation and you just want to educate yourself a bit more, particularly if you have kids or anything, honestly, anything to do with your health, I really recommend giving this a read. It's 2025, so it's literally super recent. It's about a pediatrician and his experience with his kids that he was treating and the differences between the kids that were vaccinated using the CDC vaccination schedule, which is what they use in America to vaccinate their kids. It's the different time frames in which the vaccinations need to be taken in. And then he made his own vaccination program in terms of spreading them out a bit more to minimize vaccine injury and vaccine sicknesses. So things that cropped up from being vaccinated and the heavy metals that are in vaccinations, like aluminium, mercury used to be used, it's no longer used, and things like that. I could literally talk about this for hours. I find it so fascinating, and don't worry, I'm not going to bore your ear off, but I do just recommend, if you guys are curious, give it a read. It is so informative. He's very not pushy, shall we say. He's great at coming across with the information, and he's not having his personal opinion like overcrowding, like pushing a certain agenda. It's fantastic. It's super objective. No, what's the word? It takes both sides into account basically, and what the pros are, what the cons are, what his experience is, how non-vaccinated kids, a minute percentage in our population of non-vaccinated kids, how their health sits as opposed to 99% of the population being vaccinated, and what that's caused within our society with disease, autism's a big one, behavioural issues, autoimmune issues, mental health issues with depression and anxiety. It's so interesting. So definitely recommend giving it a read. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I won't go too much into it, like I said. I just found it an intriguing response that every single person assumes I was anti-vax just by reading the title. And I feel like that's been such a big, I think, push, particularly since COVID. It's always been there. With parents that have never wanted to, like, or been apprehensive of vaccinating their kids, they've been labelled that, but it's been much more prevalent since COVID. And the difference in, like, you're either pro-vax or anti-vax, like there's no in between. There's no room for you to question the system. It's just you're completely labelled one thing and you're considered some conspiracy theorist and radical person if you do question the system, which is never healthy. So yeah, I encourage you guys to do your own research to get more informed in what you're putting in your body, but that's all I encourage. Like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but if you are curious and you want to learn more, this book is fantastic. And yeah, I guess that's it from me. I won't be vlogging any more of today. It's literally going to be super chilled. I'm going to continue reading my book and just enjoying a cozy afternoon, and I'll show you what the weather is now. It's just windy and overcast now. Considering it was such a beautiful morning and now the wind has come in, it just brought the overcast clouds. I'm like, it is a cozy afternoon. It calls for a cozy afternoon. And I've been to the gym now. I've pumped down a strong session. I went to the lavender fields this morning. Like, it's just been a productive day. And I did do a bit of laundry before, so I just feel accomplished, which is always nice. It's always good to feel like the day has been well used. I am trying to incorporate a bit more of slower pace. I was planning on going to the beach to read today, but not so much now. So I'm just gonna enjoy being inside for a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's more relaxed style fitness vlog, and let me know what you'd like to see in my videos coming up, if you have any recommendations. And if you enjoy this more relaxed style, honestly, just very authentic, chit-chatty kind of vlogs, I enjoy making them for you. I feel like I can be my most authentic self, and you guys get a bit more of an insight into my life and my routines. I always love watching these chit-chatty style videos, particularly on topics that are controversial with health, like with the whole vaccine stuff with pharmaceuticals against more natural therapies, things like that. I just find that so interesting. But yeah, you might not. So just let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos, and I'll keep making them for you. Have a great week, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.